Oh, sorry. I started this live already, this video already. Hi, my name is Cheryl, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel called Babe in the Woods. And I'm going to be serious this time, okay? I know I start channels and then I just start randomly talking about any and everything that's on my head, which I will still do, but it'll be more fashionable, more fashion related, relationship related, makeup related, things of that nature. Like this head wrap I got on. It's a reverse mohawk. Yeah, I think I seen somebody do it and then I was like, oh my gosh, I need to be like that. So, and then that's the sarcastic part about it, because before people thought or would say I would get on YouTube and every time I seen somebody else doing something, I wanted to do it, but I just wouldn't like spend a lot of money in doing it and stuff. So, which I mean, I never understand that because it's what YouTube is for. I mean, like I'm a creative person, really. I'm a creative person. And who's to say that all these ideas wasn't running in through my head already? Like a while back, years ago, I tried to start a website, right? And I just did the drop ship jewelry. So that lets you know I was already thinking about jewelry. So if I get on YouTube and search things in jewelry related, I mean, why does there have to be something I just saw somebody do and all of a sudden I wanted to do it? Like when I started the website way back when with stores online, I didn't see anybody doing jewelry. I just went in, got the website, got the stuff for the website, and went and tried to find my own stuff, what I wanted to do. And drop shipping was the thing. I didn't see anybody drop shipping. I didn't know anything about drop shipping until I found it myself. So when people get online and try to act like I'm just so copying off of them, I'm always like, I can't believe they're saying that. I really can't. So yeah, I want to welcome you to my channel and not saying it'll be the most high quality. No, I'm sure girls will have better videos than me because they care more about the lighting and how people look at them or how they appear to people, if their pores are big or small, and they got bags under their eyes, if they got all their teeth and things of that nature. And I'm just a real down-to-earth person, and life is too short, okay, to have to be doing all that. I mean, and there's a time for it. Sometimes you do want to look all picture perfect and all that, but my life has been pretty much that anyway, whether I wanted to look like that or not. So somebody is always like, you gonna look like I tell you to look. So anyway, that's exactly what I want to talk about. So my first topic is just we're in this social media world and all you can do is just join in. I mean it's not really join in. Some people are just social media. I mean, like they bring the news. I mean, when they step out, the news is there. Everybody and their mama there. People done came from all over the world and they there. So some people are just newsworthy, whether they want to be or not. Some people just have that quality, and others you do have to work hard at it. So, but we won't point any fingers at anybody. So yeah, of course, like, I'm into makeup. Now, for so long, I never really wore makeup, okay? Not that I felt like I was better than anybody else or anything. It's just not something I chose to wake up and feel like I had to do. Most of the times, I wake up in just enough time. I don't wake up. I just time myself to get up at like close to the time I gotta go wherever I gotta go. So I don't have time to be putting on a full face of anything. Like it took me all of 2 minutes just to look like this. So Anyway, yeah, I do like this unicorn head wrap. You, maybe in my next video, I'll show you how to wrap it. It's a wrap. Um, so, and I cannot hide my personality. I mean, it's just who I am sometimes. I was looking back at some of my older videos, and I'm just like such a character. So, but I no longer, that was, a couple of years ago, and I no longer want to look like that. I mean, not that I can change how I look, but I no longer want to be just talking about, things that anger me. So anyway, but anyway, like I was saying, I'm into makeup now. So now, I mean, everybody has time to make up a new face and everything because of the pandemic and everything else that's going on. So I have taken a little more time to put on makeup and kind of look a little better, if you can say that. So, of course, the buzz is about the makeup company that I'm with, right? I mean, before when I would try to look at people do makeup and try to do a little makeup, I was just really a joke, like, like, girl, we are professionals over here. It's no way in Sam Sausage you gonna top this. I mean, that's what they were saying. And so now I found, a company, or the company found me. Let's just put it that way. The company found me, and, I'm blushing a little bit, and thought I'd be a nice face for, what they offering. And I do agree. I mean, even though most of the girls are kind of like beat up looking, so I don't know. Anyway, they thought I would be a nice, addition to the furniture. Sit on me, boy. Anyway, so yeah, so now it's another topic, and now it's because I don't do a lot of practicing on makeup, and I haven't. That's another thing that probably is getting under their skin, because for one, they didn't think I could do anything other than just look the way I look, right? Especially when it comes to makeup. Like me, be able to apply makeup and contour and beat my face and bake it and all this, because I am known for cake, right? I'm known for the cake in a variety of flavors. So when it came down to the makeup, they was like, girl, no, this one field you won't be able to do. I was like, okay. Even though I got the features, I mean, lipstick, they can go sit down and hide their face when it comes to lipsticks. I mean, not just the lipstick, but the lips. Girl, like, we won't even talk about it. So that's one field I don't even have to work hard at, okay? In the eyes, okay, so the eyes was just like, because they do all these, cut creases, and they can make their eyes look like a picture. Now, I'm good at drawing pictures and making people lose their mind in them and, want to be in them, and so to speak. So that's how they come doing their eye looks and stuff, trying to make it look dreamy, because it's the only thing they can do to even get close to being a dream. So, of course, they was like, no, she ain't gonna be able to do that, because, look, she ain't never had nobody teach her that, and she don't even look at stuff long enough to really be able to. And, I got a photographic mind, so I don't have to look at people too long. Even when I do look at them too long, I be like, my mind be wandering all over the place, kind of like my eyes. I don't have sometimes I just be like, trying to make sense of something else they trying to say. Like, I'm getting so tired. Anyway, so they knew that, and I don't have to do too much to my eyes, really. I really don't. I mean, but anything else I do to them is extra. So, and then I do my little looks. Of course, when I look at theirs, I look at theirs. You know, it's only fair. Sometimes I look at theirs because they always looking at mine. But then, even then, they'll try to get an argument about she looking at my stuff. When, I mean, unless they blind, dumb, crippled, and crazy, they looking at my stuff. So how in the world you gonna get mad at me looking at your stuff when every time I turn around you looking at mine trying to take something from me, right? Trying to copy off of something I did or said, or you know what I'm saying? That's where they get all that twisted. So, but anyway, when I get to looking at they little eye looks and stuff like that, I don't take anything from it because I can't think too much about what somebody else did too much. I mean, I have a one-track mind, and I know people understand that because every day they be like, "Ugh, why does she always think everything about her?" So they know I'm not lying when I say I got one-track mind. If I'm looking at your stuff, I'm not looking at your stuff. I'm looking at something you just done copied off of me and then try to say I'm looking at your stuff. So, that is another thing. I don't have to do all that eye stuff because they always looking in my eyes, right? Like, can't you see? So that's why I decided that I wanted to do this channel because it's just so much stuff going on. And sometimes people are blindsided. Is that a word? Blindsided or blindsided or some? And they don't quite get what they do. Like, I mean, I know when I'm selling stuff because it's me, they'll be looking like, oh, I don't help her do nothing. But then if I got a man and he's selling something, they might not know who man he is, and he's selling something, they'll go running by it. And I mean, they don't know him. I mean, it's one thing to just buy something you like. Like, I just buy what I like, you know. I don't try to buy stuff to make people like me, right? That's the difference. They try to buy stuff to make people like them. I just buy what I like, you know. So say if you got a man and they don't know who man it is, and then they just run out and buy the stuff and they want to hang all over the guy and anything and everything. They don't even know him. And I mean, they don't know what he think of them. They just like, and then you want to talk about leading lambs to a slaughter. I mean, that's the slaughterhouse. So anyway, my thoughts on relationships, because I did hear some guy talk about relationships and how so many things turn guys off. So many things turn girls off too. I mean, just because we're in a relationship type of situation and everybody is, and everybody, I mean, for so long people fought to be able to be free to love whoever they want to love, right? So we have overcame that, and now you are free. I mean, you are openly free to go date whoever you want to, whether you want to date another man, another woman, or a person that's out of your race. Any of that. The people have fought for that, and it don't matter what people think or say about it. That's just where we are, and people will fight for you to try to fight you to try to take them back to doing something else. So the only thing you can do is get along with it. If you don't like it, don't look at it. I mean, because people have fought too much for that, and you can't make. And I know these are things people know. You can't make anybody love you, regardless. You can't, no matter what you feel like they should be able to should do, because you help buying this and buying that, and then they should love you. That's just not how love works. I mean, maybe in fairy tales, but it's not how real love works. It's not like how people work every day. It's not, if most people, I mean, and this is just for real, and I'm stop trying to say I mean in all my videos, but this is for real. If you had a job, and if it's not your job in your job description, it don't matter if it's the boss, the owner. Well, sometimes the owner can get you, but if you ain't really in the job to be caring about what the owner think, you just did get a paycheck. Even the owner, sometimes when they come asking you to do something that's not in your job description, okay, maybe once I might do it, okay? But wait a minute, you asked me too much and you ain't trying to pay me no more extra to do all that, And that's how people will start getting. Wait a minute. So I don't know why they think it changes in all the other, parts of their life. If even if your mate come asking you to do something that just like, darling, please just hang out with them. So, I can hang out with no, it's just not gonna be going for all that. So I mean, so when people get to acting like this is unheard of and people just don't act like this every day, when somebody asks them to do stuff that is just not in their description, I don't care who pays for the gas. I mean they come to me asking me all these things and I mean, and they already know I don't know anything about that. Now, they know this, but I know for the story's sake, because some people just bring the news, okay? Yeah, everything involving them or revolving around them is, a news story. So, but if you start asking me too much, I'm be like, look, you already know these things. And what you know even more is you have already chose to go your own way. So whoever paying for it, I don't know. You wait till the 30 days and then do what you got to do. But all of you trying to get all any extra information, you're going to have to go talk to my man about. So, but anyway, yeah. So I heard a guy. I maybe later on I'll mention his name, but I'm sure you guys all eyeballs on everything I'm looking at. So, talking about relationships now, for so long, I have been a force, like just a force, like I've mentioned before, I have not ran into a lot of men. I mean, they claim to be men. And I won't try to knock them down as far as what today's definition of a man is and all that, but I have been a force, so I have not really been thinking about what role should be played and what role in relationships when my only relationship is the man I've been involved with. He just be a man doing what he do, and I just be at home doing what I do, and then I don't question him about nothing else, and he pretty much knows I ain't doing nothing else. So I mean, when it's a relationship like that, it's really not much to argue about or something, unless I just want to be like, you don't never go nowhere with me. But he don't pretty much never go anywhere with anybody, so they rambling up the stairs. So yeah, I heard a guy, he was talking about what roles, and nowadays girls be like so headstrong and so hard on trying to get a man's attention that they just be, changing all the roles and stuff. Now, what I believe in a relationship, I believe once you get in a relationship and you can look at a man like he is a man, like what God has designed him to be and all that, then yeah, I think as far as myself is concerned, because before I have not seen all that, and even if I had seen that, it just hadn't been, what I was attracted to and such or such, whatever. So I never did try to even have a thought about it and stuff. But there's a couple of conversations then, and I do see how women do act so desperate and thirsty for anything, right, nowadays. And that's not who I am. That's not who I am. But let them tell it. That's how I act every day. When it's just how they act. I mean, I don't sit around doing all that stuff, But I think, once you get to that point and you see a man and a man notices you and he feel like you somebody he can share his world with, give his affection and attention to, and you can open your heart up to him. Because I mean, like I said, so much has gone on in this world, and so many people, regardless of how much we try to laugh about it and all that stuff, so many people are hurt. They're dealing with hurt. They're dealing with pain. They're dealing with insecurities. They're dealing with a lot of stuff, and and it's really hard to open up to somebody. Now, I do thank God that I have not let a lot of my hurts and pains, you know, make me have a hardened heart, is what I would say. I am kind of strong. I'm headstrong and all that, because I had to be. Now, had I not been that way, I'd been like, you know, used, abused, thrown away, and everything else what they trying to do to me now, right? Okay. But since I have not been that way, the only thing they can do is just try to find something to be so mean about. But anyway, so once you get to that point, I feel like, yeah, I mean, I think you don't have to be so cold and hard. But I mean, in relationships, I think a lot of that still has to do with how the two people, come together. I mean, and I mean, this is what he was saying too, which is another thing that kind of led me on here to be like, let me talk about this stuff too. Because he was a gay man, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but I can speak up on it because I've been kind of like labeled as gay in some kind of way or something. I don't know why. But I do see how desperate and thirsty they are. I mean, they don't want to agree to it, and a lot of times I not argue with them, but just within myself. Like, a lot of times I don't even think they like the people. But if somebody is showing me some kind of attention and affection and they feel like they should have it, that's just how they do it. So they just do anything. I don't know what they are trying to gain out of it, because I don't understand how being in something that somebody don't really care for you is gonna make you feel any better. I mean, it's just like it should be like it is. If you already know they don't really care for you, then I mean, like, why would you go think that? I don't know. Like I said, I don't try to spend a lot of time thinking about what other people should do with their lives and how they should look at their relationships, but I do spend a lot of time thinking, like, if they have so much eyeballs and they can see everything I'm doing wrong, or they think I'm doing wrong, why can't they see what they doing? I mean, I think when people get like their own mirror lines, I always wonder why they get them. Because what do they look at when they look at them? I mean, anyway. That'd be my thing about it. So relationships, I think, yeah. Once you get like it's between you and the other people, right? You and the other person. How that goes. If you like I said, I do have a thing of telling people what to do. It ain't got nothing to do with just being a man, but anybody. I mean, especially if you feel like you coming in my space, yeah, I will tell you something. I will. So I have not thought too much about who wear the pants and who all that, and I mean, I haven't even been raised in those kind of situations, but I do not. And I knew this a long time ago, that I do not want to be like just such a hard ass in my relationships where I can't even feel his affection and attention because I'm so busy like, you gonna do what I say. I mean, I only really like doing that in the bedroom. Or I only like thinking about doing that in the bedroom. I think it probably would reverse in the bedroom. Right now, I just think about it. But if I ever get in them, it'd always be like, I'll probably start crying. But we won't talk about that. But I think that's what it should be. You should have that vulnerable side somewhere. I mean, and I'd rather, if I had to have show my vulnerable side more often than anywhere, I would want to show it in the bedroom. I don't know why. Because I think outside of the bedroom, I think it would just be him showing his masculine side, and me just probably thinking about my hair and nails or something. So, and as long as I can do that, I think whatever he say, just about, sometimes men have these things in their head too. So, man, you can be like, I don't know what you're talking about. So, but like I said, that's between you and your partner, however you decide to. But I think the older you get, especially for me, you don't want to have to keep feeling like you got to start over and stop and this one. I mean, I think that's stuff you found out when you was younger. No, this is not what I'm really into. No, I'm not looking for that kind of man. No, I don't want that. So I think the older you get, if you were not fortunate enough to have the same man all your life or close to damn near all your life, and you don't want to have to keep starting over. And a lot of times doing that is, or having had to do that is, had a lot to do with, oh, my camera gonna go away. Having had a lot to do with, just not working your own problems out, just jumping from one relationship to another and all those things. So I think that had a lot to do with it. Now, unfortunately, I haven't been done that. Not unfortunately, but I haven't done that. I've been like in a relationship, and if it didn't work out, I pretty much spent a lot of time to myself, just working on things I like, trying to figure out what I like to do as far as not in relationship, just what I like to do, like what I want to do, or trying to figure out a way to be able to just live and do that without having to be jumping over here and there, trying to find this, that, and the other. So anyway, that's just my welcome to my channel talk. And this is really what I want to do. I've always wanted to try to just have my own voice, because for so long, so many people, and that's been another problem. So many people have been trying to speak for me, because I've just been like doing my own thing, that to the point where nowadays they feel like I don't have a voice. If they're not speaking for me, I don't have a voice. And that's a lie. I mean, it has always been a lie. And so that's when they hear me talking and jumping on stuff and talking. That's me saying, no, you lying. I have a voice. I've always had a voice. Whether I care to talk about what y'all was talking about is another subject, but so anyway, like I was saying, that's just my welcome to my channel, and it would be a variety of just me talking like this, probably showing some of my fashions, or what I think is fashions, not that it's fashion, or showing some of my makeup looks, or just sharing my thoughts. And I hope you like my channel, subscribe to my channel, and we'll just leave it open like that. I thank you guys for listening. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.